So we got the wheelbarrow here. It seen better days. The wood's a little, yeah, that's not what you want to see. This piece here broke off while I was carrying a load of dirt out that way. I'll put that back. That's not good. What I'm gonna do with this, I could just throw it away and go buy another one. Nope. I'm just gonna rebuild this one because I like it. A good friend of mine, his dad gave it to me a while back, and it's probably the better part of 50 years old. So we're gonna rebuild on it. What I do, I went and bought some of this 1x2 straight grain oak. You see the straight grain right there? Yeah. Bought a whole lot of that for a very exuberant amount of money. And then I started laminating a couple pieces together to make what I measured it. It's 2x2. So 1x2 ish. So this will be fine. So I got this one here laminated. We're gonna undo the glue up. If I can get the clamps off, hopefully. Here goes my pencil. Let's see how these look. Yep. We're gonna have to crank on that one. There we go. That's been sitting for a couple hours. That's straight enough for the people I know. Nice straight grain oak. Now obviously I'm gonna have to plane on it a little bit. There's a little bit of a ridge there. That's fine. We can do that. I can work with that. So this is basically gonna replace on this. So where that's gonna go there. Probably more in that orientation. And then we'll probably get to play with the turbo plane to make that round. That'll be fun. Hopefully that'll be later in the video. But that's what we got so far. And we're gonna make another one of these. I do have 2 more bits that I need to laminate. Like so. Or maybe like so. Or maybe like so. I don't know. I'll have to look at it before I do it. But that'll future my problem. Anyway, I really like this. I think I'm going to do something about that also. Probably, and then spray on it quite a bit. Keep it rust free. Alright, here's how I did the second glue up, and I don't know, I think clamping it to the bench, yeah, maybe the bench isn't perfectly straight, but it's a wheelbarrow handle. I got pretty much every clamp in my small shop out for this one on my little table. It should be fine. Tell me what you guys think. Alright, let's take this thing apart. Probably keep on that for a template. Firewood. It's a wire wheel with the nut on there. Bolt nut on each side. Well, the nut on this side, bolt into the drill motor, the twisted wire wheel. To clean up some of the metal bracketry. Got this one cleaned up already. It didn't take very long to do this one. This one I think is going to take a little longer. But I got it pretty good. Probably have to sand on it a little bit after the fact. But this one needs to be adjusted a little bit too. It's kind of needs a lot of the bracketry that we're dealing with is kind of bent. But we're gonna polish up this piece. We'll get some footage of how I'm doing on that. I am wearing face protection. Oh, spider web. What is that? It's not even spider webs. I don't know what that is. It's like a piece of metal. Okay. That's a lot better. So we're going to do this to all the bracketry. All the bracketry. It's going to take some time. I'll get back to you guys when we got all this smooth enough. Alright, so we're going to blast the blade on this. Sorry, face shield. I'm going to put it on this here N95 for particulate reasons. And then you guys aren't going to be able to hear me talk, but we'll try high speed this anyway. I'm going to save this piece because it's got all the right bolt patterns to transfer onto our oak bits. So. Hey kitty, what do you think about the wheelbarrow? Well, oh, there's a good boy. Alright. Well, here's today's update on the wheelbarrow. We've been working on it for a week now. Got these wedge bits built. These are replacements for this wedge bit right here, so you can see, like, pretty accurate, close enough. I'm going to use on these. This one's kind of old. I don't know what kind of wood they used. Doesn't look very substantial. It looks, I don't know, I think they used probably ash wood. I'm not sure. These are just pine, but I reinforced them with some watered down glue, and then I soaked them in that. I'll probably soak them again. And then got the bolts here. I've had them soaking in rust remover. They're still kind of, I'm really not sure if these are, well, some of them, like this one's okay. Some of them I don't know though. Like that doesn't look good. If you look at the threads on that, Jesus. I mean, even if I hit it with a wire wheel, I mean, there is straight up pieces missing. But technically I only need the part over here because that's where it's going to clamp down. It's not going to go screw all the way. I don't know. I'm probably going to have to buy new carriage bolts. So some of them look pretty good though. Like, look at this one. This one's perfectly fine. So I'm not going to have to buy all new carriage bolts. Just, Jesus. This one just got the business. The weather has not been nice to this over the last 50, 60 years. I don't know when this wheelbarrow was made. I'm guessing in the late 70s. But, yeah. So we still have this piece here. We're going to use this as a template to drill the holes into the oak bits. And we're going to make sure that that's right also. It hasn't shrunken or expanded over the last week. But look at the paint job on this bucket. My word. I did not paint this. I would really like to say that I did. But my painter did a bang up job on this. I did a lot of the rust removal and the finishing on it as far as the metal, but my painter, man, that just turned chicken shit into chicken soup. Wow, this thing is gonna look super cool. And then I have all the bracketry over here. Oh, don't drop it. Have all the bracketry over here. That's a gloss black automotive enamel on all the bracketry, so those are gonna be fine. Like I said, I might have to buy new hardware for some of these. I don't like Jesus, look at that. There's no thread. Well, they don't need thread there necessarily. These are just carriage bolts. I don't know. We're gonna have to, it's gonna be another trip to the Home Desperate. But we got these pretty much built. I kind of want to on these, but I also need to save this because we need to do the wheel first. I need to paint the wheel, so I'm gonna save on that, see if we can get this wheel back to factory black. Well, it looked like it was green before, but yeah, it's gonna go. And these don't actually have bearings. They ride on like some brass bushing that was brazed in there, which is fine for a wheelbarrow. That's not gonna rust. You can see, I don't know if you guys can see the brass bushing, but there's no bearing there. That's interesting. That's better though, because bearings wear out. Brass, I mean, it wears out, but it's not gonna fail. So I don't know. That's where we are. 1 week later, well, 1 week tomorrow into the rebuild. I think we kind of overdid it with painting it, but I like it. There, that's much better. The glue's been drying for over a week, but it's time to kind of level it out a little, because obviously on this side it's fine, but where the two parts meet together, so these pieces are going to replace these pieces. We'll do something about that after the fact, but I need to, there's a little, you know, there's never going to be perfect. It kind of goes down and up and down, and even on the other side here, it kind of goes down and up and down and up. It's a little higher on this side than this side, lower on this side, higher on this side. That's where this comes into play. I have this thing tuned for this project. Yeah, it's a Buck Bros plane. Love it. It's a, what do they call that? This is number 4. Okay, I'm not really an expert woodworker. I've dabbled in the art, I guess you could say. But this is the only hand plane that I own, is a number 4 Buck Bros, and I love it. It's very, very sharp. I did not sharpen it. My dad is a retired machinist and mechanic and engineer, and he sharpened it, so I guarantee you it's about as sharp as it gets. We're just gonna, you can tell, like, it's way higher up on this side than that side. It just doesn't look even. When I'm in a very short while, hopefully, as I plane on it, it's gonna look like there's no gap there at all. So you can see the glue where it bled through. That just means we had a good glue up. It's gonna take the glue first. There we go. Listen, I'm not perfect. This is pretty light green right now. Go through. Well, that's not bad. Look at that. Much better. A little bit rough there, but I gotta flip it over to get that. So from here to here, looks pretty good. I like that. We're gonna do the other side. Smooth. A little bit of difference right here. Now, I'm not a professional, like I said. When I'm planing, I'm putting pressure down on the front of the plane and I'm pushing the plane pretty neutral. I'm not pushing down. I'm just pushing it forward. Most of the down pressure comes from this hand. Just kind of scooting it along. Like I said, I don't really know a lot about it, but that looks good to me. I don't know. Let's get a downwind shot on that. Yeah, that's glass, dude. Perfect. Do the same thing to this side. I already did the other one. After we do this, we're going to be drilling holes. We're going to use this guy as a template. Cool. There's a big storm rolling in. The chickens are starting to protest. I better get out there now. I'm going to give them some shard. They got their scratch greens and they got their food silo and their water earlier today, but I think they want some of this, so we're going to go ahead and move forward on that project. There's the garden cat, the farm cat. Hey kitty, how you doing, boy? You hiding in the shard plants? Is that a nice good spot? Okay. Here you go. Here you go. You want shards? There you go. Yep. They like that. Oh, they got water. They got food. They got scratch grains earlier. Look at the pit they dug around their scratch grain board. Yep. Alright. We'll close on this. Yep. Doing good. Alright. This is going to be kind of scary. I've never used a turbo plane before. That there is Arbortech turbo plane. I don't really know what to expect. This is the first time I've spun it up. I did consult with some experts on how to attach this to this here apparatus. I'm going to hold on and I'm just going to send it. That is very controllable. Very nice. Let's flip that over. Scale from 1 to 10, I'd say that's really easy. Definitely does the job. I will say it is hyper aggressive. So lighter touches are probably preferred. We're just trying to round out this handle and well, learn as we go. Really light touches now. I can really understand why they call it a turbo plane. There's a lot of turbonium going on there. This thing, it just eats wood for fucking lunch, dude. Be very careful with this. Very careful. This thing eats wood for lunch.
Light strokes.
Very light strokes. I'm actually going to call that good. That's good for that one. Now, I'm not going for perfectly round. What I'm going for is something we can grab onto.
Yeah, I like it.
I could probably lift this whole bench with that. That's red oak laminated. And that looks really good. We're not going for perfect. We're going for good enough. Wow. This thing, be careful. All right. Well, I'll do the next one and lift the hood up. I'll do the next one. We'll see how that comes out. That one looks, I like it. I like the imperfections, you know? All right, let's go for board number 2. I think I'm getting better at it. I don't know. That thing is scary, dude. I love it. I love it. Absolutely dangerous. My word. I mean, words cannot explain. This thing eats red oak for lunch, dude. My goodness, this is fun. I'm getting better at it. Rain's definitely picking up. Got a lot of rain here. I don't have a line on this side to redraw the line. Don't want to go too far. Just right around there. Okay. Good enough reference. Just barely breathing on it, dude. Just like not even touching it, just barely breathing on it. It just eats that for lunch. Oh my goodness. That is probably one of the funnest, coolest tools I've ever used. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually gonna be way better than the first one I did, because now I'm used to it. And I know exactly how much it's going to take and when and where. So, like anything else, you know, practice makes perfect. Make sure this is clamped down real good. That's not going anywhere. Got a line there. We'll draw another line across here. That's close enough. Safety third. That is just artistic. That's a good wheelbarrow handle right there. My word. I could take a little more there, but I'm not going to. I'm going to call it good before I mess everything up. That looks really cool. I'm glad I got to play with the turbo plane. That was fun. Holy. Yeah. Wheelbarrow handle. Cool. Alright, we're piecing together a hardware kit. A lot of the new ones that I bought wasn't able to use, but I figured I was able to get a lot of it to work. Some of it, like this is the old hardware. We're kind of piecing it together with new bits and old bits. So these ones are particularly rough. These are the ones that are definitely, there's more missing than there's there, but I was able to get them to run. So we're gonna work with what we got here. We have the world's tiniest crescent wrench. It actually comes in handy. This is a very small crescent wrench. This is a very, very small crescent wrench. Anyway, got this here professional jig for holding bolts. A couple square screwdrivers in the vise. Yeah, perfect. We're gonna clean on this a little bit. And these are the worst ones. These are the ones that hold the end piece. You got the wheelbarrow forks like that. You got a metal bracket across the very front of the wheelbarrow. And these are the ones that hold that. This is the other one. So It cleaned it up. It runs. So hopefully we can get one more. That's the last piece we need. That's not pretty, but it'll work. All new spring washers. Hey. But we need that for this to work. So we're gonna clean up on that. Let's see if it go. Oh yeah, look at that. That's far enough. It doesn't have to go much farther than that. It probably only actually has to go to there, maybe there, and then start locking down, and that'll hold that front piece on. I mean, not ideal, but we have a full hardware kit, and I can really tell which ones these are, because I mean, wow. But we have all the bolts that we need, and we have the world's tiniest crescent wrench. I don't see how this can go wrong. So we're gonna start putting it together. The wooden handle bits been sitting now for quite some time. Those are definitely ready. They're not even tacky now. It's a lot of tung oil. We'll go ahead and move forward on the project. Finally, it stopped raining. We got power back. There's a substation about a block and a half away that was making a lot of really scary noises the last few weeks, and the power company had to shut the power off here for better part of 12 hours overnight, and then the power just came on, and I got my camera charged, and I'm able to run the drill motor. I could run the drill motor off of the solar generator that we have, but I don't know. I just is what it is. So we figured out, obviously, this bolt goes here, and then the other super long one obviously goes there. I mean, that looks actually really good. So let's move forward with this. Goes here like so. Bracketry. This will go here like that. Wow, we might have a wheelbarrow. I just want to get this started. Oh, look at it come together just by hand. It's not that far off. I did pretty good. No, that's right. That's not good. I didn't want to do that. I don't know how to get that go. Hey, what do you Nope, that one actually locked. The other one, I think I'm gonna have to tap on it. I don't want to get it too tight, but I want to get it good and snug. That's about right. I don't know, maybe that was not the right bolt for that either. We'll find out later. The hope is by doing that, it'll it'll hold that stiff. I doubt it. It's just spinning, ain't it? What else am I gonna do, right? That works. I mean, once it gets down there, it'll grab. There it goes. We want to compress the wood, but we don't want to crack on it. That's about right. Check this one. That's good. That ain't going nowhere. Hopefully that's right, because I don't want to have to take that apart. I think it is. I might have to bend on it. Oh yeah, there we go. That's gonna need a lot of bending. That's actually not too far off. The other one needs to be bent like this one. See how far off it is. Oh yeah. Both ends. Alright, now we're going to put this piece on. We don't want to forget this piece either, because this is all kind of goes together. And yeah. Don't forget this piece, because once you get this locked down, I don't see how you would do it. Let's see if I can bend on that a little. This has to go in here while it's in there. How do they? I have no idea. I think we got somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Cool. Sometimes you just gotta play with it a little. I mean a lot. Oh, there we go. Perfect. There we go. Got a cross member in. Oh man, she's tight. No wonder they don't use bolts for that. Now, yeah, we scratched it a little bit, but that'll rub out. Look at that, it's gone. That'll buff out. Alright, let's put these nuts on. Using the world's tiniest crescent wrench. Just kidding. We're going to go ahead and use that. Alright. Yeah, at least I didn't have to vice grip the other end on these. Once they get into that wood, that's fine. There we go. Yeah, rebuild a wheelbarrow. How hard could it be? That's torque to spec. Factory. Alright. I'm gonna flip it over. We're gonna figure out how we attach the wheel and the axle. Alright. We're gonna put the wheel on somewhere around here, hopefully. Got a lot of bracket stuff that needs to go all together all at the same time, because that's how they engineered it. I can imagine the guys in the factory go bang bang bang, whoop zip zip, but probably not so much for me. But luckily I can speed this up later on and edit. I need to get these top bolts in first because that's what's going to support on it. So, lock washer, check. Nut, check. Lock washer, check. Nut, check. We gotta get these nuts in, otherwise this thing's gonna fly apart. Ah! Lock washer. Nut. Cool. Alright. We're in business now. At least I know it won't fly apart, because I got the lock washers and nuts, and I can start bringing them home. Perfect. That was not the easiest thing I've ever done, I'm not gonna lie. Now we gotta bolt these to the pan too, this bracketry right here. And it's getting a little front heavy. We're gonna need a block for that. There, perfect. Alright, I'm gonna get all the bolts started before I tighten everything down, because I don't want to lock that and then not be able to do that, or lock that and not be able to do that. So, I don't know, this is kind of a rule of thumb. Get everything started. I don't want to have to fight it, because I locked one end down and then it won't go, if that makes sense. Same thing to the lower. Bringing it home. We're almost done. Got to tighten everything down. Got to line the front wheel a little bit probably. Bringing it home. Alright. I'm probably going to have to, I call them sticks, the wood bits. They're at an angle. Okay, so the wheel has to be straight, and the sticks go like this. The wheel needs to go straight in between the two sticks. So I figure there's probably some kind of alignment that I need to do. I'm just guessing. I don't know. I'm not a wheelbarrow technician. Well, I guess I am after today. But I'm just gonna get these hand tight, like barely hand tight. You see that one's still sticking up. Okay. Well, am I gonna be able to? Yeah, I'm gonna have to. There is still one more piece. This piece right here, we found in the feed shed. It had been missing for a long time. It goes on the front here. I'm gonna do that too. So, but I'm gonna fit it and then drill the holes after the fact. We're gonna get this front wheel aligned. I should probably flip it around so you guys can see better. I just want to like align the wheel. Why? It seems like it's already pre-aligned. I'll go ahead and lock that down right there. Perfect. We're gonna have to get these fairly tight. really tight. I don't want to have a wheel come off later. Screwdriver, you just grabbed. Clamp away on that. That's perfect. Everything's tight. Well, I think we did it justice. It's a wheelbarrow. It's probably gonna roll a few thousand more miles. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. I'll get some shots of her after she's been dusted off, rebuilt. But oh, we still need to put the front bracket on. This is the piece I was talking about. It's got to go on here. So we're gonna have to do that. Right. That's just gonna auto grab it right into that red oak. I'm gonna screw this piece down. I'm gonna attach it to the other side after. Don't do this at home. I was just marking it. I'm not going to drill into my hand. Come on now. Is it pretty? Yeah. For a wheelbarrow, I mean, yeah. For sure. Don't judge me. Alright, that's enough of that. She's assembled. Show you guys the final photo. Oh, there she is, all done. Probably gonna be good for another 100,000 miles.